I really feel like there are too many different people that's in the conversation of, hey, I want to be an investor. I want to go ahead and, put money into the stock market, do real estate, whatever the case may be. And they have this mindset. And to me, it's a very strange mindset. And excuse the younger crowd just a tad bit, because if you're under 25 years old and, you're a little bit naive, I excuse you from this. But when I meet people that are 25 years old and older that have this kind of mindset, that I want to go ahead and jump into making, investments in whatever vehicle you choose to actually make those investments. And they have this mentality that I'm going to go ahead and do this investment and I am going to somehow flip my money. I hate the term flip, especially when we're talking about serious business, serious investments. I'm going to go ahead and flip this money, in this investment or this business opportunity, whatever the case may be. That's an immediate danger warning sign right there when you use the word flip, because it's like, that's not really how investments work. No matter if you're putting your money in the stock market, real estate, whatever the case may be, that's not really how it works. There is no flip per se. I mean, you can flip your money, you can double your money, but typically when someone says flip, the reason why it sets off a warning sign for me is because it lets me know that you have unrealistic expectations to the point where, okay, you know what? How long are you expecting this flip to, like, how long down the road do you think it's gonna happen? Soon, I guarantee you that I will always hear 3 to 6 months, and it's like, you know what? Not in the stock market, not really in real estate. What a lot of people need to get through their head is that the reality of things is that when you make investments, you're really playing the long game. Like the average person, they work a 9 to 5 job, 20, 30 years, whatever the case may be, and they're saving their money, in a pension, 401k plan, whatever the case may be. When you decide to become an investor and make investments, you're essentially doing the same thing, as just on a bigger scale, because you now have to place this money. You don't have the IRA or the 401k company to go ahead and do it for you. You have to manage this money, which in return will make you more money, definitely, than just leaving your money inside of a 401k plan at your job. But one thing that you have to realize is that someone worked 20 to 30 years. That's 20 to 30 years worth of saving, compounding, and everything like that before they ever got to the point of, the fruits of their labor. They can then now go ahead and, touch this money or whatever the case may be, right? So when you think about that, you have to have that same mentality when it comes to the investments that you're looking to make, managing your own capital as an investor. Why are people in this financial niche, I guess you could say, with the mentality of, I'm going to do something in a couple months, or I'm going to do something, within a couple years? Because, we got some people with a couple years, and that's not too bad. But the reality of things is that along this journey of investments, one thing that I definitely want you guys to understand is that it's going to be something that you're going to want to create in your plan 10, 20 years out at the least term. You're going to maybe do something at about the 5-year point. And I'm going to give you guys a prime example. Like, there are a lot of people right now in the year 2025 that is investing in cryptocurrencies, right? Right now, today, let's hypothetically say that you woke up and decided, hey, I want to be a cryptocurrency investor, right? Cool. You buy Bitcoin and other different cryptocurrencies today at over $100,000, right? That's the valuation of one Bitcoin at the current moment. Sure, you would be able to make some money over the next 3 to 6 months, but when we think about Bitcoin, the possibilities of the future, the technology, and everything like that, you have to look at things from a long-term perspective, right? Can Bitcoin get to $1 million? Yes. Would that be a 10x return on your money from where the current price of Bitcoin sits today? Yes, right? It's perfectly possible. 10 times your money, right? Is that going to happen in the next year, 2 years, 3 years? Probably not, right? It could happen, but more than likely it's not. If I say to you, hey, you know what? Where do you think artificial intelligence is going to go over the next 10 years, right? Where do you think improvements on the internet with Web3 and everything like that is going to go over the next 10 years? I could pretty much ask anyone out there. The reality of things is they're going to tell me it's very, over the next 10 years, they see it going far. You're going to probably have robots walking down the street, right? So now, when we tie that back into using the example of investing in Bitcoin and other different cryptocurrencies, it's like we can easily see Bitcoin or just the technology of cryptocurrency as a whole tying into the future of the internet with Web3, tying into the future of artificial intelligence, right? So when we think about it from that perspective, the reality of things is that we can easily say that we have another 10 to 20 years down the road where Bitcoin and other different cryptocurrencies are going to be a great investment for us that will produce a great return on our money 10 to 20 years down the road. Just some food for thought, something that I want you guys to think about, because there are a lot of people out there that are not practicing, some good delayed gratification. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Like always, if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, do definitely give this video a thumbs up and get subscribed to the channel. Money Making Joey, I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video.